It almost looks like they know what they're doing. They don't. I just make it up.
I've got a clue.
Scooby-Doo. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. In today's video I'm going to show you how to fit one of them pesky floor mounted long stem bath taps. These can be a little bit hard work, to be honest with you. They're all slightly different how they fit, and this one was a bit of a pain because you needed access underneath in order to connect it up. It's not, to be honest, it's not the best designed. They're not the best designed things in the world, and they can cause plumbers a few problems. I first fixed one the other week and I had quite a few comments saying that people have struggled in the past, so I thought I'd run through how to fit this one. I'm going to show you the whole job. It's a job that's actually finished now, but I never actually showed this part of it at the time. So yeah, I'll run you through the first fix, sort of unboxing the tap, having a look at it, figuring out how we're going to fit it, because as I say, you do need access underneath, and then we'll run through the second fix. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the job. This is the bath. So I've just had a meeting with a customer. We've set it up. This is exactly where they want it. So I'm going to draw around it. We've got this tap going this end of the bath, dead centre. So I just need to bring or have a look underneath it. I've not even had a proper look underneath yet, because I'll probably end up bringing my waste pipe here somewhere through the floor, just 1.5 inches. Then we can put a trap on there, and then we'll have to connect that up after. That's not an issue. This is just temporary in position, because obviously there's no floor or anything down. But I need to get these bath taps drilled through and connected up underneath. I've not had a proper look at these yet. I've not had a proper look at anything, to be honest with you. But we've got 22 feeds dropping from these taps, so I'm going to unbox these and see if these split here. So we might be able to set these up. Yeah, we'll have a proper look at it. As I say, they're all slightly different. Some of these are on flexes, some of them are on plate. But yeah, this one doesn't look too bad in terms of the plumbing connections. So yeah, we'll see if we can get this set up and get it sorted. I've got to be so careful with this because this is all finished chrome work. So I've got a dust sheet or a sheet down. I just want to have a look at how this is supposed to sort of connect on. I'm assuming this top plate lifts off. We'll have a look. Instructions don't really make very much sense. Yeah, there we go. So that plate will bolt to the floor. How are we going to do this? We're going to do that, are we? Because that's copper all the way through there. Does that come off there? Does this come off this end as well? Yeah, that unscrews, does it? I'm just trying to think, how can I connect it up underneath while not leaving this chrome work in position? Does that unscrew? That's brazed onto there. How can we can't, can we? To think about that. The only way we can do this is by, we'll have to bring two 22 pipes up through, and then when we come to second fix, we will drop that shroud over our 22 coming up. We'll have to solder a socket onto that. Now, can we do that? Will that work? Yes, because no, it won't, will it? I'm just having a little bit of a think about this, because what I wanted to try and avoid, I don't want to fit this today because the floor's not tiled. But I also don't want to snooker myself up because they want to get that ceiling plastered. I'm going to have no room for connection after. But what you're supposed to do, I think, is drill that through your finished floor and then connect it up underneath. Because that's a rigid pipe and that drops through. So I'm trying to work out a way that I can connect it in after, which I'm not seeing yet. I've been thinking, I know it's a dangerous thing. What I was hoping to do was mount, or sometimes these are on plates, so you can basically fix your plate and everything before it's tiled. This floor's not tiled, so I'm not going to be able to fix these down yet, and unfortunately there's no way you can connect it after. What I'll have to do, I'll mark around this bath, and then I'll have to cut a hole under the bath. So once it's all tiled, we'll have to drill through the tiles, mount these plates, screw these plates down, and then fit the tap, and then we'll have to connect it up from underneath. It's the only thing I can do. So yeah, that's how it shows it. You see, you've got to cut a hole. Well, it shows that it's tiled, you see, a floor aperture. Why would you wouldn't have a hole in your tiled floor, would you? It's going to have to go under the bath. So yeah, we'll get that bath marked around. We'll get all this package back up because there's no way I can fit this today. And they don't want to be cutting around that when they're tiling. and obviously the plaster in the ceiling as well, so I'm not going to be able to cut a hole in that ceiling, so that is the only way we can fit this. Sometimes these are on flexible. I'm not saying it's a bad thing that it's on rigid pipework, but the flexible ones you sort of feed in underneath and then connect it up, and sometimes they come with a plate, as I say, where you can pipe into that plate and it gives you blanks to blank off your pipe so you can get everything tested. But no, that's not like it on this one. So yeah, we'll mark around that, get that cut, and then we'll just see what we can do with the pipework. It just gives us a bit more to do on our second fix then, that's the only thing. But yeah, there's no other way you're going to do it. You should get plumbers to design stuff, because what a plumber would do is make it so you can first fix and second fix. Whereas this one, you've got a sort of second fix and first fix at the same time after it's already been all tiled. It's not, say if the tap ever goes wrong, I mean, you'll be able to get to it from the back of the connection, or you can split it on the top and just change this top bit on this one. So it's not, you know, difficult to work on, it just makes it a bit of a pain for me today. But we'll get over it, we always do. We'll just get it all packaged back up though, so nothing gets damaged and scratched. We'll just roll all the way around this bath, because this is where it's been agreed it's going with the customer. We can shift it a few mil after anyway, but we just need to know where we can bring our pipes. We need to make sure nothing's going to foul on the joist either. There's one good thing, we've got loads of depth under here to get a deep seal trap. Sometimes you struggle, so our waste pipe needs to come over, well, just anywhere in between them legs. Just bring that up through the floor, and then we can sort all that waste out after. So my waste will be good anywhere there to bring through, as long as that misses a joist. And then we'll have to put a rectangle out here missing that joist. And we'll have to be able to get underneath to connect them in after. That's all we can do. One trap. We fell a bit unlucky there because we're falling on a noggin, but we didn't cut through it anyway. My pipes, I think I first fixed them down here somewhere. Where goes the insulation? So yeah, that's the cold. I don't know where the hot is. We can get to it from below anyway. So ideally, I want that here, and then I might work out where these are going, just so we can swing. I might even bring some copper stubs through, cap them off, and then we'll have to disconnect them. It just means they can drill the holes in that through. I think that's what I'm going to do. If I leave that as the central back, you want it there, won't you? Hanging over the edge like that. The tap's 180, but they come with these crank bits, you see, which you've got to use. So it's whether we set the tap slightly further forward to the bath and then crank it back. So I think if we come there, we can offset them back then. And that'd probably be better. That's going to be right on the noggin. It's going to be right on the noggin. Why do they always put noggins in the way? All around us, 255. that shroud's going to sit there like that. What we're going to do is we're going to make it so we can connect up underneath after. I might even first fix a piece of copper pipe 22 up and just cap it off above the ground, and then we can get down here to make all our connections and stuff on our second fix. I'm going to get this bath tap installed.
No, I thought.
Yeah, Sophie, I trained it all down. It's going to be a pain because the only way we can do this is connect it up from underneath. That's why we've got this little bit out. This is actually hidden under the bath. It's a freestanding bath going in. But I'm not going to put the bath in today because none of it's been skirted in here. They said it was already, but it's not, because that's just going to snooker the joinery up. So I'm going to get this bath tap in. It's just a case. It's on fixed copper tubing going through, and all I've got to do is connect it up onto there and then screw it to the floor. And if we've got this right, it should just drop straight in for us. There's no other way I could think of doing this.
Hopefully you'll just push straight into there.
There's a bit of water coming out this one.
Shall we get my hands in there and you can...
There's quite a lot of water. No, it'll stop, won't it? I think I'm going to have to cut that end off because it's too sharp on that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not going in. Now I've got it stuck, haven't I? Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Here, I just hold that tap. I'll try and pull this off. I've got it off. Yeah, we'll take the... I've got a cutter up here.
Like, are you leaning over like 45 degrees?
That's gone on.
And then...
They're in. I don't see how else you were supposed to do them. But that's how we've done them. You just have to use speed fit elbows underneath and then push them in. You just need to bolt this to the floor now, and then the tap just drops on. It's just like a telephone tap. It just connects onto them bits. That's the easy bit. Not done too bad. I just have to get the level out, make sure they are perfectly plumb, because there is a bit of play on these bottoms before we screw it. That's why I've just put that tap on. I think that'll be somewhere in the ballpark. That should be nice and rigid as well when we get it bolted down. I'm just a bit concerned about that underfloor heating. See all the mat in there. Would you run any beyond there?
You wouldn't stand behind there, would you?
No, but if the mat was too big, sometimes you run the mat in where you just lose it, don't you?
Yeah, he may just run all the matting across, and it's just looped in like our pipes were the other way, weren't they?
Yeah. So I've just brought a picture up of the electric underfloor heating that the electrician's just sent me, and there's nothing under this bath, so we're completely safe to fix it down there. Our taps are not quite on the picture. Oh, there's that pipe. So there's nothing around this area, so we'll get this bolted to the floor, and we'll just tighten them nuts up, and that tap is installed. That's bang on, actually. Not bad for an old boy anyway. I think we're safe to get that bolted down. When it bolts it down, it'll pull itself right anyway, won't it? A touch. I think it's bad. I need to do that one there. Must be about there, doesn't it? We just took the tap back out of the way just to drill the tile. Thought it'd be easier, save scratching any chrome. I think it's can't be there though, can it? Well, I can put that cover plate back on. Yeah, it looks like, almost looks like it should have been there, Aidan.
That's what the mark was, Tom.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that, does it? Was that slightly twisted? Yeah, probably was, because they are offset actually, looking at it. So got some wet set to keep it cool.
Yeah, it's a dry cut, isn't it?
Is it pulling it in?
I think so.
You can tighten them so far, but then they hit, the socket hits on that. So I don't know whether to just do that with a little spanner now. Not the best idea. They should have been further across so you could actually get a socket on there to tighten them up. But the problem is if we use normal screws, they're not going to be chrome. I could get stainless screws, but again, they're not going to be chrome. So they're going to stand out like a sore thumb. Why don't people, when they make these things, actually think about how you're going to fit them? It's like that bath tap. Like normally they come on a plate where you can, basically you do your first fix and your tap drops on, whereas that one is just on rods. There's no way you can do it without not having an access hole in front. Just like little things like that, you know, when you come across a product you think actually that's a good idea, and this, I'm not saying it's a bad product or there's anything wrong with the tap, but it's just not user friendly, it's not installer friendly to install. So yeah, it just makes life hard work. It's like stupid little things like that. Obviously you're using a ratchet, but you can't tighten it up because it hits on that. The plate should have either been bigger or they should have been further across. So I know it sounds like I'm moaning, but it's just all these little things just add to your time.
A little bit better.
That's solid, mate. Solid.
Should we go a little bit on that one or?
It's a little bit up in it, but I don't think it's too bad. As long as it's got it, as long as the tap doesn't rock. How's that grab you? In fairness, it does look a nice thing, doesn't it? And it is proper solid. Some of them other floor standing taps, they do tend to be a bit flimsy. But this is proper bolted down, isn't it? But look at that, you cannot wiggle that. What a beast.
As an electrician, yeah, they start working on it.
I know, yeah. So we've had 2 plumbers fitting the tap, but just finishing the day off, that's the thing. It almost looks like they know what we're doing, and we don't. I just make it up.
I've got a clue.
I've got Scooby-Doo. Don't know, you fit different stuff, don't you? Just fit what comes. And what you do is you get steel stones on there and you scratch all this chrome up. Because you go through the apocalypse finish. Yeah, do you want me to go and turn the water on?
I'll lay under it. So
Yeah, you lay under it, yeah. It does look nice though, I do like it. And when the bath and everything's in, I think that would look a treat. I'll just crack it on a little bit. We're still on a temporary wig up down here. Blimey. I haven't actually checked this basin. I've second fixed this earlier. It looks alright. I've hidden all the pipes on that. Hidden all the pipes on that toilet as well. It's coming together. Are you alright, Aiden? I've already cracked it on a little bit. Cylinder's all in and lagged up, look. She looks nice. Are you alright, mate?
yeah.
That's not leaking on that hot underneath, is it?
I've only checked it once.
I'll turn it on. Yeah, they're live, aren't they?
Yeah, I already tried it.
Beautiful. As much as we can do here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go home.